What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel, and in today's video we are taking a look at a HexGaming Xbox One controller. It was sent out to me for review. Also, it is a paid review, but it does not affect my thoughts, my opinions on the experience overall. If you guys have any questions in regard to the product, of course, leave it down below. I do my very best at answering all of your guys' questions. But with that being said, let's hop into it. So unboxing this controller, it's nothing special. Box is kind of cheap, and you only get the controller and a little box with different sticks to change on the controller. I did watch a few different unboxing videos on the controller and noticed that previously they did come with cases, which made the product look a thousand times more premium. Unfortunate really that they don't come with it anymore, but honestly it doesn't take away from the controller as a whole. This controller, from the second you unbox it, it will wow you from a design perspective. The front cover of the Wave is stunning, sharp quality, and actually feels smooth to the touch. A soft sort of rubbery feel, which I really like. The bumpers, the triggers, and the back buttons on the controller features a sort of metallic galaxy purple, which in my opinion looks really clean. And the back of the grip is, again, sort of a smooth rubber, which feels really good while you're holding it. Honestly, I'm really in love with the design and really happy to have this in my collection. So below the thumbsticks, you actually have a chrome looking blue that looks really bright. It looks amazing. You can also interchange these sticks for different ones they do include in box, so that way you can have the controller set up to your preference. The buttons are very responsive in game, and they look really clean with the design of the controller as a whole. Sticks are smooth, and so far I haven't seen any sort of lag or drift right out of the box. The bumpers on the controller, they feel really good. They're really responsive. Also, the left trigger is as well. But I do want to specifically note and point out that the right trigger on my controller, it makes sort of a clicking noise when I pull on it. I'm going to go ahead and assume that it's probably just kind of a specific experience for myself. And hopefully this isn't on any other controllers. At least I would hope so. So you do have the trigger stops on the controller, which work very well, and they do their job as intended. If you don't know what these are for, I think they're mainly for shooters in my opinion, as it lets you activate the trigger quicker than you would if you had to pull it in all the way. Those extra milliseconds, in my opinion, could really make a difference in game. The controller also comes with back buttons, which can be programmed. It's very simple to do, so let me go ahead and just show you. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to set up the controller and how to set up the back paddles right over here. It's actually a really simple process. What we're going to do, as you can see right now, there is absolutely no paddle set. I want the jump button to be on this paddle right over here. So we're going to go into setup mode, which you'll do by pressing the select button, left bumper, right bumper, all at the same time. So let me just go ahead and go to home. So we're going to hold those. And as you hold those, you're going to be entering the setup mode. A blue light on the back of the controller will go on. So right now you see the blue light. We are currently in setup mode. So what I'll do, again, I want the 8 button, the jump button on this right trigger. So I'm going to press the 8 button and then the trigger right after it real quick. And I'm going to hold. And that blue light just flashed. That means it's been set. But now I need to get out of the setup mode. So we're just going to press the select, bumper, and bumper at the same time. Again, the light will go off. And then that means that the setup has been complete. There it is. It's off now. And then we have the jump button there, jump button there. So that's pretty simple. Same exact process if you want to go ahead and set up the other paddle as well. So let's say you no longer want this configurations, you want to change it, right? So it's pretty simple actually. So to cancel all that and pretty much reset the memory on this, you're going to press the left bumper, right bumper, this button right up here, and then this button right up here, which is going to be the Y button and the B button on your controller. It doesn't have the printing because of the design, but let's go ahead and press all those. And as we press all those at the same time, after a few seconds, there's going to be a red light instead of the blue light. There is a red light. That means I've pretty much clear the memory there, so it's no longer jumping. So that's how you set up the controller, and that's how you format the memory. Hopefully that helps you guys. So from my experience, these buttons, once programmed, they work very well, and they do feel pretty natural to your hand as you grip the controller. I gotta say, it's one of my favorite parts of the controller so far. I just want to give a huge kudos to the team that did design them. They're, in my opinion, perfect, and probably some of my favorite from all the Pro controllers I have tried in the past, even on top of the Xbox Elite controller. So this is what the headset port looks like. I will say the port doesn't completely align with the actual hole. It's kind of hard to see. So let's say if you want to plug in your headset, you have to press down on the controller to align the port. Honestly, in my opinion, for the amount of money you would have to pay out of pocket, that should not be a thing. Further down the line, I don't know, maybe it could be perhaps an issue. Maybe the pressure of the mic being in there could snap something. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of hoping that it's something specific to my experience with it, and it's not something that's very general. Again, for the amount of money, I don't think this should be an issue. I did reach out to the brand, and they did say that to fix it, I would have to press it down and, well, fix it. I just hope it's not an issue down the line. I would also like to point out that this is actually the older version of the Xbox controller that came before the Series X. You don't have the media share button, and the thumb pad is the older design as well. It is USB micro instead of the USB-C that they have now on the controllers. So that's just something I wanted to point out for you guys. So this controller comes in at $185 US on Amazon, which is by far cheaper than the Pro Xbox controller. Now, how does it compare to SCUF controllers or the Elite controllers? Well, I gotta say, I haven't really used the SCUF controllers personally, so I can't really comment on that, unfortunately. But as far as the Xbox Elite controller, the first generation, I've had that for 4 years, and I gotta say, it comes very, very close. The weight feels about the same, and the overall quality does too. My Elite has lasted me all these years without any sort of issues. I do have the beat button that is starting to stick, but I like to think that I kind of take care of all my items pretty well. So to wrap it up, it comes very close to the Elite controller, and it is far cheaper as well. So that's pretty much it for the video here. Honestly, my overall kind of thoughts on the controller itself, I like it. It's really good. Quality is fine. The pricing, I think it's pretty cheap compared to like most Elite controllers out there. It is a custom design, so that's pretty awesome. I love the way this piece of art is amazing, and it looks really clean, especially with the purple design as well. So yeah, I'm liking it. I definitely think it's worth the price. I guess my only concern, as most people down the line, is how reliable will this controller be? Is this going to last me 2 months before it starts breaking down, 6 months, a year? Obviously, it's hard to say. We got to put it to the test. If you guys do want to see me test this out 6 months down the line, perhaps a year down the line, let me know in the comments down below. If you guys have any questions, whatever it may be, of course, drop them down below. I do my very best to answer all of your guys' questions. But hopefully you guys found this informative. If you did, like the video, subscribe to the channel for more future content, and yeah, that's it for me. You guys take care, be safe, and I definitely will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.